Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And Moses joins us for a first look at sports, and it's back to the gridiron. Football season is just around the corner.
I'm excited, man. This involves not just what we're seeing right now with the NFL, a little bit closer to home. What do we have? We have the high school teams getting ready for their season. Also, the Bantam teams gearing up to hit the gridiron, like you say, Bart. Of course, we're going to talk about the Lloydminster Mustangs and the Lloydminster Chargers, but first, Nerman Issa caught up with both teams. We're going to start off with the Mustangs, however, who made a major shakeup with their roster.
I want to call it rebuilding, more of reloading.
It's the R word teams hate to hear, rebuilding. But every team in every sport will have to do it. Right now, that's the reality for the Lloydminster Mustangs. Reloading, as Coach Paul Amundrud calls it, this team is younger and much smaller.
We've been working on installing a whole new playbook because it's something the new kids haven't seen. It's something the vets haven't seen. So they're all really excited to get learning this because once it goes in, they're going to be pretty good at it.
This is Amundrud's first season as head coach with the Mustangs. Now he has a challenge ahead of him, but so far he likes what he sees at practice.
Our linebackers and running backs are going to be pretty solid, and our receiving core looks pretty decent too, so we'll be pretty balanced.
With 22 new faces on the roster, players like third-year linebacker Brody McPherson will have to play an even bigger role.
I like to play my position and do my best on my position and show them it's a team sport. It's not one person, and you just need to play your position, and if everybody plays their position, it'll just be a team sport and we will come out with a win.
The Mustangs lost in the league final last season. McPherson says the loss still stings and doesn't want the new guys to experience a similar fate.
It's my third year. I always I want to be a leader on the team, and I want to lead these young guys into a championship, show them what it feels like to win.
Earlier this year, the Mustangs played a spring matchup against their rivals, the Lloydminster Chargers, and lost. But the coach is using it as a wake-up call.
And a lot of them, like I said, were pretty new, so to move up a level, everything got a little faster for them. Everybody got a little bigger and stronger, and they kind of got their eyes lit up there a little bit. But they'll be ready when we come play again.
The Mustangs open up their season on September 4th against those very same Chargers. Nerman Issa, Newcap Sports.
Thanks a lot for that story, Nerman. We're going to move on now. A key for the Lakeland Rustlers women's basketball team this season clearly has to be their inside game. The Rustlers proved how much of a benefit it can be going 22-2 last season. That means more responsibility for players like second-year post Brooklyn Bertoya, who now has a better understanding of the college game.
I worked really hard and I got stronger because last year I noticed I was one of the weaker ones and I got pushed around a lot. So then I needed to get up in the weight room and get stronger, and then I took that initiative and worked really hard this summer. And I can tell in practice already that it's helped a lot, and so I'm very excited.
I'm really looking for big things out of Burns and Bertoya, to be honest. Already Bertoya has probably been our best post player. She's played very physical, and I think for rookies it's getting used to that physical play and the grind of playing basketball for 8 months. In high school you're only playing for 4 or 5, so it's a totally different type of game. But those two will need to be really good for us, along with Shania Magnuson. She's got to be good for us inside. So those three will kind of anchor it down, and then Cameo will play on the perimeter and bounce inside as well.
Bertoya also adds that her comfort level has helped her basketball IQ as well.
I think I should be able to read the defense better and be able to make proper post moves and not go into doubles, and realize I need to get lower and do all the fundamentals properly and just stick to that and set goals for myself that I knew I need to do.
To some hockey now, the Lloydminster Bobcats get their first taste of preseason action in Game 1 of a back-to-back with Bonnyville, who are coming off a 7-6 loss to Whitecourt Wednesday. The last time these two teams met was back in March, where the Pontiacs eliminated the Bobcats from the playoffs in 6 games. Now this one is at RJ Lalonde Arena. Puck drops at 7:30, and we'll have the latest from this contest on our late night cast.